Zoroastrians.
Listen, we need to distinguish between the prophets of the Jews and the Christians, and the Christians and the Jews themselves, because they are not the same. One is saying, for example, Jesus said, I believe in one true God. Yes, the Father. Yes, the Christians on the other hand saying, we believe in one God, but there are three in one, which is not in the Bible actually. This is their statement from a 4th century doctrine. Now with regards to the Jews, they basically do not acknowledge Jesus to be a true messenger of God or a true Messiah of God. But Jesus claims that he's a Messiah of God. You see what I mean? But this is now going into the religious books. You know, earlier I told you, how do we know these things? How does your God tell you what to do, what not to do? It is by the books, by the scriptures. But you, on the other hand, do not have a scripture to rely on. You rely on your own whims and desires. So today your whims and desires might be to do something, and that is good. But you see, when you grow older, you might be thinking, oh, drinking alcohol was bad, I shouldn't have done that.
I don't drink.
I didn't say you did. I said if you do something wrong today, tomorrow your conscience is going to tell you, I shouldn't have done that.
Well, maybe.
Yes, not maybe, definitely. Shall I tell you why? Shall I tell you why I'm saying definitely?
Again, we are going out of the discussion.
No, it's
you
not.
are saying that Muslims existed before the, Muhammad's birth.
Yes.
They existed before.
Yes. Have you heard what I said?
I heard.
Based on the definition of Muslim, they definitely existed before.
I don't agree to that at all. You're just saying that the prophets of other religions are your prophets because they believe in one God.
Yes, they are.
Actually, I believe there were
the Zoroastrians believed in one God.
Maybe Zoroaster was a prophet of God. Who do you know?
But
How
the
do you
Arabs,
know?
when the Muslims were, when the Arabs were becoming Muslim after Muhammad, they were in war with the Zoroastrians and with the Eastern Romans, which were Christians.
What is the point? What's the point you're trying to drive?
The point I'm trying to drive is Zoroastrians were not Muslims.
I didn't say they were Muslims. I never said they were. No, I said Zoroaster might have been a prophet of God, but I'm not sure.
Okay,
maybe Buddha might have been a prophet of God.
Who knows? They are Muslims.
No.
If you pray to a Muslim prophet, you are a Muslim.
Look, when I say maybe, means I'm uncertain.
Oh, you're uncertain
yes.
now. So
well, I didn't say
100% certain.
What does maybe mean?
Oh, well, you were saying that you are certain of things.
No. I'm certain of many things. I'm uncertain of many things, and I don't know many things. But you, on the other hand, who kept saying everything is 100% uncertain.
No, I never said that.
It's on record.
It's on record.
It's on camera.
Because I told you
can go home and watch it.
Nothing is 100% certain.
A triangle has 3 sides.
Here we go again.
Yes,
I told you.
I'm going to use that. That is an objective
certain.
statement you cannot deny in any language.
Whether you got yourself dirty with the coffee.
It's just a little spill.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so what I'm saying is this: whether you like it or not, there are many things which are objectively true. Yes, in any language. In any language. Yes. In order for you to understand this objectively true or not, yes, obviously you need to understand language. So in any language, a triangle would have 3 sides.
You should look up the meaning of the word dogmatic.
I did.
I think you did.
Yes.
What does it mean? Does it mean what you are?
It means you stick to your conclusion, doesn't matter what. Yes? But you, on the other hand, are dogmatic about saying everything is 100% uncertain.
Well, you can't prove the opposite.
I did already by the triangle example.
It's a matter of language. It's
has
a matter
to be.
of how you call
Let me ask you.
the shape.
Can you communicate other than language?
Yeah, you can with gests. How do people who can't speak communicate with each other? You can communicate
with signs, with
writing.
So even in sign language, a triangle has even in sign language, a triangle has 3 sides.
Okay, if you use the English language,
my friend, even in sign language, I said, have you not understood what I just said? So doesn't matter how you look at it. I think you have to let go of this ego of yours, saying that everything is 100% uncertain.
I never said that. I have no idea where you pulled that out.
It's on camera.
It's on camera that I
go home and watch it.
That nothing is 100% certain.
A triangle has 3 sides and 100% certain.
Here we go.
Otherwise, you wouldn't call it a triangle. Okay, another statement. A circle doesn't have a corner. Is that a true statement? In any language? Yes, it is.
Listen, you're showing me maths. I'm telling you, let me tell you, is 1 plus 1, does 1 plus 1 equal 2?
Yes. Is that a true statement?
Okay, man, but it shows that you put yourself under the rules of maths to consider that.
It's logic, my friend. If you want to be logical, it's up to you. Be logical.
Sure.
Do you always go by logic or you go by illogical?
I go by logic.
You go by logic? Is it logical to say 1 + 1 is 2 all the time?
Of course it is.
Good. Is that a true statement?
Huh?
Is that a true statement?
What, that 1 + 2 equals
1 + 1 is 2.
1 equals 2.
Is that a true statement?
Yeah.
Good. Is it always 100% certain true? See what I mean? You can decide to be illogical if you want to
is
be.
the existence of God a 1 + 1 equals 2 question? Is it the same way?
No,
that you
it's not.
Of course not.
It's not.
It's not the same thing.
Shall I
You're putting
tell you why?
You're putting
Shall I
maths
tell you why?
in matters that
Why didn't you
are
ask me
much
why?
more complicated.
Why didn't you ask me why?
Why not?
Okay. Remember I told you earlier that there are things for you can actually understand from the way, from your environment, from the universe that you live in. You cannot logically say that we all came from nothing. That is illogical. What is the other alternative? I gave you several others. Yes? The only one that logically makes
arguing about.
The only one that logically makes
against
sense.
you thinking that your God is the absolute and your God is the only one and you are the one who knows the truth. That is what I'm arguing about.
Give me an alternative.
You might be right.
Give me an alternative.
You might be right. That's the difference between us.
What?
I'm telling you, you might be right, but you also might be wrong. And you're telling me that I am wrong and you are right. That's the big difference between us right now.
I told you.
And that's what makes you dogmatic.
You know where I told you were wrong?
Huh?
When you started becoming illogical.
Illogical.
Yes, like for example,
But
when I asked you about...
when you started applying religion to maths, that's when you started being illogical.
No.
Yes, you did.
Hold
You're
on.
asking me about
Hold on.
triangles. You're
I
asking
did
me
not
about
apply.
1 + 1
I did not
equals
apply
2.
geometry to
Yes, you
religion.
did.
I did
Yes,
not.
you did.
In order to
Yes,
show
you did.
to show you that when you made the statement that there's nothing which is 100% certain, and you did make the statement, that is when I brought logic in to show you how wrong you were.
I told you that nothing is certain because our perception of
still
the
saying
world is flawed.
You're still saying it.
Because look, you might believe your eyes never deceive you. You might believe your ears never deceive you, but it doesn't work like that. Humans are not perfect. They are sometimes wrong, and you refuse to accept that. You believe that some things that you believe in are an absolute. They can't be changed. God is an absolute. It's my God. He exists.
What do you believe in? You don't believe
Game
anything
over.
is absolute, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you're an illogical person.
Well, of course.
Yes, you are, because you earlier said a triangle has 3 sides, which is an absolute fact. Even though it's an abstract terminology, it's an abstract item we are defining.
I've been trying to tell you that the word triangle is a creation by humans. It's a word defined to describe the shape of a triangle.
What about language?
Language is created by humans to be able to live in an easier way. You say that's a tree, that's a triangle.
Yes.
I'm not arguing with you that a triangle doesn't have 3 sides. I'm arguing with you that you may call the triangle different things in different languages,
you are arguing.
in different perceptions.
You are arguing that's
what
not
I'm telling you.
You know what you're arguing? You're arguing the statement I made, a triangle has 3 sides, is not 100% certain. That is where you're illogical.
That's where you are wrong. Because I'm not telling you
So you agree
a
with me?
triangle doesn't have 3 sides.
So you agree with me?
I'm telling you that the word triangle might not mean the description of a triangle as an English word.
So what does it mean?
It might mean different things in other languages. That's the thing that I mean.
You're not
I
making
don't-
sense now.
Listen,
I think he's telling you.
if you put yourself under the rule that
Understatement.
the English word,
He's thinking about the word.
I'm thinking about the word.
He's
the-
talking about the term
sound
triangle,
of the word.
but I asked him triangle in 4 languages, and it all meant the same thing. You see,
not the
you
same
see how
word.
you see
It's
how
not the
wait,
same
wait.
word.
You were calling me dogmatic. You see why you are dogmatic here? Because even after you have accepted that there is actually an item, an object, which has 3 sides. Look, you can call it hocus pocus, doesn't matter what you call it. But you see, this object, which has 3 sides, yes, it is something that we all acknowledge.
Okay, in English language.
Whatever
It's called
look,
triangle.
whatever language you want to use, whatever language you use,
Look, this
three-sided-
color. Do you agree that this color is black?
Yeah.
This color is black. In Portuguese, do you think it's called branco?
About the word.
The word is
No,
not
it's
in
not.
here.
Branco in Portuguese
He's
means
trying to
white.
avoid it.
White.
Preto means black.
Okay.
The
Sorry,
word,
what plate?
The word preto
Plate.
means
Okay.
black.
I'm not Portuguese, so
Black
I wouldn't
and
know.
branco are similar words, and you thought they meant the same.
Sorry.
But they're different. Branco means white in Portuguese, while black in English means black.
Is that
The
a true
opposite.
statement?
That's a true statement. I swear to you on camera, that's a true statement. That
But you told me nothing 100% exists.
Huh?
Nothing is 100% certain. Now you're 100% certain that it's black.
Because that's the language that evolved with time. Portuguese
You really have to.
You can
You really have to.
laughing, you can
No, it's not
keep
about
telling
laughing.
me that I'm being
It's-
illogical.
it
But
is.
listen to me.
If you're saying that it's 100%
the language
true,
that has been,
my friend,
that
doesn't matter
existed
what
before,
language you say it
it's
in.
not the same that exists now.
It doesn't matter what
Languages have been
language.
evolving
It doesn't
with
matter.
time. Yes,
If
it
you're
does.
saying that it's black in any language, that is going to remain true.
Yeah, but the word black is not the same in
But we
every
are not talking about.
language.
Now we're talking about semantics here. You're talking about the term black in different languages. What is the point What is the point you're trying to address here? You're trying to communicate in a particular language that object which you're wearing, the jacket you're wearing, is black. Whether you say it in Portuguese or Spanish or Russian or Ukrainian, that is not going to change the fact that is black. You see the point I'm trying to drive at?
Do you know that the Romans?
But answer the question.
Do you know
answer
that
the,
the Romans didn't have
You
the
do this
number
every
zero?
time.
The Romans.
Hold on.
I'm trying to give you
you
different
need
examples.
You need to,
because you're not talking
wait.
in the same.
Give me the different
way that
example.
I am talking
Give me the
to
different
you.
example
It's like
afterwards.
we're talking in different languages.
Give me the different example afterwards. First, address the point I made. In any language, that would be black, right?
It won't be the same word.
Doesn't matter. I'm not talking about the word. I said in any language, that object.
The word that defines a certain object will be always a different word.
Okay.
But the object
I
is the
acknowledge
same,
that.
but the word is different.
I agree. In any language.
That means the word is different.
You're not
It's
listening.
not the same
You're not
thing.
listening again. You're not listening again. Whether you call that black in Portuguese, or whether you call it black in French, or in English, or any other language, will that object change color?
No.
Good. So are we certain that is always black in any language? Breathing.
I just told you many,
answer. It's a simple question.
many times.
It's a
Because
simple
you're not
question.
talking to me.
Okay, let me ask somebody else. Will that object remain black in any language?
You keep accusing me. No,
Because you see, this
don't
is what
call people.
I have to, because
don't call the other people.
because I've
here.
asked you
Don't
this
call the
several
because-
questions.
No, because
several
you're
times.
doing that to show me. This guy has this illogical ideology. Because
You do actually. You
No,
don't
I
acknowledge.
don't. No, I don't.
Okay, so will that change color
The
in any
name of the
language?
color is different.
But will it change
The
colors?
name. It won't change colors.
So it will always remain black, right?
It's not black. It's another word to define
Give
black.
an example which has the same meaning in every language.
I can't find such a word. Do you know such a word?
Like he's from Portuguese, yeah?
Languages don't work in the same way. I just told this man that in Portuguese, Rui is a name of a guy, and he will tell me, Rui is the name of a guy. That's an absolute. In Russian, Rui means dick, which is a completely different thing.
The name of the color,
Which
the
makes
color
me
shade.
tell him
particular thing,
that
isn't it? It doesn't matter about the language. It's about
yes,
the thing
it
that
does.
you're talking
Yes,
about.
it does.
I think everybody else
Matters
understands
a lot
except
about-
you,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Well, of course.
For example, are you
I'm sorry to say this, but that color will not change. Doesn't matter what language you use.
Of course it won't.
Good. So is
But
that
the
a
definition of the color will change.
definition of the color?
The name of the color will
No.
change.
Are you talking about the term or the
When
definition?
the name,
He's talking about the term.
people make
Exactly.
up names for things. They made up the
It
word
doesn't
black
matter.
to define
This is
the color
childish,
of the
honestly. It's
coat.
very childish.
Well,
Because
childish
if you're,
is you calling
if you're
the other
talking about the term black in any language, I don't mind. Look, you can call it noir in French. You can call it black in English. Yes? But
Do you know why this is black to our eyes? Because
Now it's going to
because
another
the
topic.
light reflects
Shall
in a
we-
certain
shall we
manner
stick to one
from
topic?
this.
Shall we stick
no,
to one topic?
I like this topic. This is exactly the same topic. You know why this is black to us? Because the molecules have a certain shape. The shape that reflects the light in a black color to our eyes. Different beings, different creatures don't see this as a black color. They don't see it the same way. We see it as the
Now
black
we are
color
going to the animal
because,
kingdom.
Because
When we are talking
they
about
have
human
the
beings.
molecules that have the shape.
Shall we stick
that
to human
reflects
beings and your
light
jacket
in
for
a
now?
certain way.
Okay. Every
If
human
you are
being black.
daltonic, if you are
Listen,
daltonic,
listen.
if you are daltonic,
every human being,
you don't see
wait a
any
minute.
difference in
Every
the
human
colors.
being who's not colorblind will they see that as black.
We
It's
see it
changing
as
not
black
the language,
because our
he's
eyes
saying.
see things
You know,
in a
honestly,
certain
this is a
way.
waste of time.
If our eyes
That's the
saw
argument.
things
Because
in a different way, it wouldn't
if
be
you're
black.
not, if you're not even, like I said, earlier I told you, you are becoming skeptical about everything. I don't know why. You overanalyze everything. If that is the way you live your life, I feel sorry for you in a way, because you see, you are somehow saying that
You're so
Nothing in
restricted
100%.
to your
I have
way
to
of
be.
thinking.
I have to be.
You don't have to be.
I have to be.
You need to understand
What?
how the world works. You need to know about how animals, for example, see the world.
I'm not talking about
you know
animals.
That there's many
When I-
animals who are colorblind.
when I discuss
they see the
animals, yes.
world because they smell it, because they touch it. For example, the mole.
Am I talking
It's
about
blind.
animals?
What's the
Huh?
topic?
I'm talking about you, not the animals. When you see it as
I'm
black
telling you
and I
that
see it
the
as black.
definition of black has been made by humans.
Okay, what is the color of your
Things
jacket?
are-
I asked you. What is the color of your jacket? You said black. Is that a factual statement?
For humans, it is.
Of course, I'm talking about humans.
Well, if you're talking about humans, then you're not talking about everybody.
I'm
You're
not.
not
I'm
talking
talking about you.
every
That's
single
the reason
being
I
that
asked you.
exists.
That's the reason I
For
asked
me,
you.
it is, but I'm not an absolute.
Okay, so when you made this statement that is black in color,
For me, this is the black color.
you know, we are discussing
can I
logic
interrupt?
here.
We were no, in the beginning we were discussing about society, and I told this man that society changes. You know, the morality of societies changes with time, with years.
Sorry,
it evolves.
what's your point? I mean, in 10 years' time, it will still be black. In 20 years' time, it will
In
still
10
be black.
years' time, the English language might not exist, and
do you
it
know?
will be
How do you know?
called a different thing.
And what if it exists?
I don't know.
mean,
That's what
how
I'm
old
telling
is-
this
how
man.
old is
That
the
it's not
English
an
language?
absolute.
How old is
It is an absolute. It's black. Doesn't matter what language you call it in.
In English, it is black.
Look, you're not hearing, are you?
Even if the language
In any
is-
language that is
the color
black.
is the same.
Any language. Try to think logically at least
You need
sometimes.
to know some languages to speak about different languages.
So just because you... Okay,
I speak seven.
yeah,
Every language
that is going to be black.
mean black. Either you call it Greek, Madro. Listen,
Madro, not black. Madro.
He's talking about the tongue
Madro,
again.
not black.
you're not,
Not
getting the,
black.
you're not getting the logic.
The sound is not the same.
You might need to change
We are
the
talking about
grammar.
the black.
Pronunciation is
It's
not
the
the
black.
same.
Are you
It's
talking
not
about the
same
word or the
thing.
He's
description?
talking
I'm
about
talking
the
about
word.
the word.
No,
We're
he's not
going
talking
different
about the
languages.
That's
word.
what I'm telling.
That's what I
telling
told you. What did I tell you? In any language that's going to be
He's
black.
talking about the color.
It's not going to
The
be
fact-
the word black. It's going to be the translation of the word
Okay,
black.
for
not the
example.
language.
Am I the only one who misunderstands
For
him?
example, are you from
He's
Portugal?
saying black in
I'm
English. You
assuming
want him
you're
to
from
speak in
Portugal,
what?
yeah?
Different
Okay,
languages.
Are you 100% certain you're from Portugal?
No,
Are you serious?
because I'm not from Portugal.
Okay, where are you from?
I was born in Ukraine. My
Oh,
parents
where you
took
from?
me to Portugal.
Where are you from? I'm asking.
I was born in Ukraine.
Okay.
I lived most of my
Are
life.
you
What languages do you
100%
speak?
certain
I
that you
speak
born in
Portuguese, Ukrainian, Russian, and
It doesn't matter what
Are
language
you
that is going to remain
100%
black.
certain
It's
you
not going
born
to change in color.
Ukraine?
No,
I think he-
I was a
he's
baby.
You just told me.
I was a baby. I
What is
didn't
the word
see
for
it.
this? Hyper-skepticism.
Okay,
That's
That's
the
what
one.
I've been told.
Are you in London now, right now?
I am.
Are you 100% certain?
No.
There's no point.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You see what I mean?
your point is this color is different in every
Look,
language.
look.
which everyone
listen.
knows.
Trust me, you're hyper-skeptical.
One thing,
and it
no,
is bad
no,
for
no,
you.
no,
It is
one
bad
thing,
for you.
One thing is what you think I'm thinking is that I think everything is a lie.
Not everything.
I don't think so.
No, no,
What
I didn't say
think-
everything. I
what
didn't say
I
everything.
think
He just
is
asked
that
you, are you in
need to
London?
consider the possibility
Wait, wait.
that you
He
might
just
be wrong.
asked you, are you certain
You
you're
need
in
to
London? And you
consider
said
the
no.
You need to
What
consider
kind of
the
a logical
possibility.
person says that? Then I'm not
Okay,
in London.
what is London? Is London the place that was founded as London when it began existing?
No,
Or is London the whole area that exists now that is kind of called London?
capital of
London
England, for your
doesn't have
information.
exact borders. It's not defined by millimeter. London was one thing 100 years ago and it's another thing now.
Did he
It's
ask you
not
100 years ago
absolute
or now?
Always.
When he asked you the question, did he ask you 100 years ago or did he ask you now? You're not even certain now, my friend. And that is where your illogically appears and your hyper-skepticism appears every time you speak.
Are you a man or a woman?
unfortunately.
Or in 10 years' time, you're going to be a woman?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Come on.
No,
Let's
that's
be
not a
serious.
That is a very good one
let's be
actually.
serious.
No, that's
That's
not
a very good
No,
one.
let's be serious.
Yes.
You're saying black. Everyone knows.
You know, because
black
if
has
someone is
different-
hyper-skeptical, in fact, he told me he's not even certain about his existence.
Yeah, from
Okay,
a man calling philosophy mumbo jumbo. Of
No,
course
I
he
said
thinks
certain
I'm
things in philosophy.
hyper-skeptical.
So that means
No,
tomorrow you
I
can
didn't
wake
say
up
all.
different.
I told
It's
him
on
the
camera.
ideology that I think, thus I exist. And he called that mumbo jumbo.
Anyway,
what can you expect from such a
I
man?
said
I'm
certain
sorry.
things.
What can you expect from a man that calls mumbo jumbo to I think, thus I exist? You don't even realize the meaning of those words, and you call it mumbo jumbo because you refuse to realize.
When you
So
say-
you refuse to
Listen,
see the
listen.
world in a different
Listen.
way. All
What
you
did I-
see is, my God, is this one? I am like this. Over. No discussion. No possibility that it might be different.
No
I don't
discussion?
see the world.
I think I
that way.
spent more than an
I
hour
don't-
discussing with you. So
Well,
stop
of
saying I
course,
didn't discuss.
because you don't. No, Because I'm proving you stuff, I'm telling you things, and you refuse to even think that they might be true, to even consider them as right.
I did analyze
all
what
you
you
are
said.
thinking
One
is,
by one.
this guy is
One by
illogical,
one.
I am logical,
You are illogical.
I'm going to teach him
You are
how to be
illogical in
logical.
many ways.
That is not an intelligent way of thinking, I'm
Really?
sorry.
Okay, so it is very intelligent to say, I'm not even sure if I exist.
No.
Very intelligent, in fact.
No, it's
and that is a
intelligent
mumbo jumbo
to
of
perceive
philosophy.
that as a possibility.
And that is a mumbo jumbo of philosophy I was
It's
referring
intelligent
to.
perceive that as a possibility.
What is you're saying it is possible you don't exist.
It is
that
a
what you're saying?
possibility.
Okay, so that is the mumbo jumbo I'm referring to.
Look, I'm sorry, but the conversation between a philosopher and a religious
Oh, you think you're a philosopher?
and a religious
You think you're a philosopher, really?
person who defends religious dogmatism is impossible.
Are you a philosopher?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you are saying you might exist or might not exist.
Yes.
Yes? And you might be a man or you might not be a man. Go on, philosopher, say it. You're a philosopher. Answer my question. Are you a man or not a man? In any language.
And don't put your hand on
Do
your
you
head.
have a beard?
Don't put the question.
You have a beard.
After you answer mine, I'll
You
answer.
have a beard.
I will answer.
Do I have a beard?
I will answer after you answer my
The
question.
definition of a beard is
Are
different
you
from
a
me to
man
you.
or not a man?
Yes, I am a man.
Are you 100% certain? Answer.
Is one plus does one
No,
plus one
answer my
equal
question
two?
because it's still
Does
about a
one
man.
plus one
It's
equal
still about
two?
a man. Are you 100% certain
The
you're a
English
man?
If you follow the English definition
Because if
of
you're not
being a man,
100%
I am a
certain,
man.
maybe you should go and analyze your chromosomes, whether you have XX or XY chromosomes. And even if then you're not certain,
Very
then
nice
you,
joke.
then you.
Are
not
you
a joke.
certain? Are
No,
you
no, it's
certain
not a
that
joke.
Allah
You see me
exists?
laughing? I'm
Are
not
you
laughing.
certain that Allah
I'm not
exists?
laughing.
Are you certain
I'm
that
not
your God
laughing.
exists?
After you answer my question,
No, are you certain that your God?
I will answer after you
Are
answer
you
my
certain
question.
that your God exists?
Answer my question first.
No, I'm not certain.
Good. If you're not certain,
Are you certain
if
that
you're
your
not
God
certain you're a
exists?
man,
Are you certain your God exists?
wait a minute.
Are you certain
If
of
you're
it?
not certain you're a man,
Are you certain?
then you first,
Are you certain your God exists?
then you first have to go
Are
and
you
find out
certain
whether
your
you're a
God
man or
exists?
not.
Are you certain your God exists?
I am certain as my existence.
100% certain that your God exists.
Listen, I'm 100% certain. Yes.
Where's the proof for that?
The proof for that?
Where's the proof?
You want scientific proof?
I want proof. I want you to
What
show
kind
me
of
your God
proof?
exists.
Okay. What will
Any kind of proof.
What will convince you?
Any kind of proof that you can give me. Give me some proof.
Okay,
that
so
your
if
God
I give you a
exists.
proof, you'll accept it. Yes?
If your proof is good enough, then I'll.
That's what I want to know. What proof is good enough for you?
What proof is good enough for me? Put your finger up and say, Allah, please tell me that you exist.
Okay,
and if
so-
your God
so
appears
you
on
want
the
a
sky
physical-
and He tells you that He exists, I will believe you
So-
and I will
so you're-
convert to Islam right now.
Listen. So you want a physical proof?
I want physical proof
Good.
right now.
Now you're asking me physical proof about about God who is immaterial. That shows the illogicality of your understanding of God is. You see,
Well, if
anyone.
it's not material,
Can I
then how does
can
it
I
exist?
can I answer you? Ask me a question. Let
Does
me finish.
it exist in
Let
your
me
head?
finish.
Because if
Let
that's
me
it, then
finish.
you just have an
Let me
imaginary
finish.
friend.
Let me
I'm
finish.
sorry.
Let me finish.
Okay, finish.
You ask me a
Please,
question.
finish, please.
Yes, just like your consciousness is immaterial, and you believe in your consciousness. Yes, you think you have consciousness?
I do.
It's immaterial.
Yes.
Yes. So why can't you believe in God then?
Muslims in Norway are now establishing a masjid and Dawah center to enhance the Norwegian Dawah. If you donate to this cause, you will inshallah reap the rewards of thousands of Muslims coming back to Islam, and many of those will become du'at and invite to Islam. So click the link and donate now and share the video for extra reward.